Yes, hi everyone. Today we're talking about property disputes and with regards to, let's say, a couple which is unmarried and they have purchased property together and they live in that property. Now they have both, let's say, been paying for the mortgage installments in that house since they bought it, and has been conveyed under the joint name, so they're both legal owners. Let's say let's say they during the course of the relationship they do fall out, and the relationship breaks down, so they break up, and the boyfriend, even though he has a job and even though he's financially capable of keeping up with the mortgage payments, he just decides to leave the house and go live somewhere else and not keep up with the payment of the mortgage installments. Now, what would be the outcome in a case like that? Well, for starting point, and this is the situation in England and Wales. Let's say there is going to be a presumption that both parties own the property in they both own the property together in equally in 50-50% shares. So there's a presumption that they both have acquired the property together, so, and that they share the beneficial interest equally. Now it's on either party who wants to prove otherwise to rebut that strong presumption, and it's going to be all the more difficult for that presumption to be rebutted when there is when both parties have purchased the property. They are a couple. They have purchased the property under their own names, the legal owners. So and like they are both responsible for that mortgage, and they make it possible for the mortgage payments and for the house to be for the financial considerations regarding relating to the house to be taken care of. Now, when we say we're responsible for the mortgage, like one of the parties might be either watching over the kids or working and making it possible for the other party to make the payments. That's still responsibility for the mortgage. And there's a very good evidence of that would be when they are both jointly liable under the mortgage, and that's strong evidence that like they are both responsible for the mortgage, or when they also have executed mortgage insurances. Now, let's say that back to what I was talking about, that the boyfriend just changes his mind, so the relationship has come to an end, and he just decides to leave and leave the girlfriend, just keep on with the payment of the mortgages. What can be done? Can the girlfriend, who has, let's say, provided for the balance of the mortgage, which is, let's say, 70%, argue that she is going to be having a substantially bigger share than the boyfriend, who only paid like 30% of the house? She's going to be able to rebut that presumption? Well, for starting point, first of all, a resulting trust is going to be hard to rise, because both parties actually, when they bought the property with the intention to with the intention not to have the property through a commercial enterprise. It wasn't strictly a case where I'm gonna put into the house and I'm gonna put money into the house, and I'm gonna get that money out of the house. So as much money as I put in the house, I will get out of the house. It was not an understanding of mathematical calculation between them. They bought in order to live like a normal couple, even though later on things happened with which changed that initial intention, and that is what I want you to focus on. The resulting trust might not apply. However, when the court is going to be quantifying how much each of the parties has in the property, it is going to take into account that intention which changed. And in our scenario, it changed drastically. It changed dramatically because the boyfriend was financially capable of keeping up with the mortgage installments, and he chose not to. And that's the evidence. The court will just step in and say that it's based on the evidence that yes, the very strong presumption of joint legal ownership has not been rebutted. However, the presumption that they were holding an equal share has been rebutted, and since she has provided for the balance, and he intended not to keep on with this financial contributions, well, it will be more appropriate that she gets maybe, if not 70%, 60%, 50%. Then again, there might be other factors which might credit to the boyfriend a bigger share than the mere 30% reflecting the financial contributions. So the intention is very basic, which actually changes. It changes throughout the course of the relationship, throughout the course of the cohabitation between them. Thank you. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like that. I hope you find it informational. Nothing in this video is legal advice or advice of any sort.